All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Justin Clark here. Sorry, a couple of minutes late. A busy morning this morning. I had a couple different trades I got in here. We are going to take a look at the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets this morning. But for those who don't know me, if you're seeing this newly, I am the one of the co-founders of a company called iCoinPro, and I created a trading system called the Micro Profit System. And don't be fooled, it's sometimes the mega profit system. But the concept of the system is to make small incremental profits, 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%, and then compound our returns and keep us safe trading these markets, because any market can be difficult, whether it's Forex, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, but there's an unfortunate reality in these different markets, which is that about 95% of people do not succeed in trading. And with our system, we've really broken the mold on that. I mean, just absolutely smashed it apart. And we have our traders succeeding tremendously well using this system. You want to stick with what works, but what works is sometimes not always what seems glitzy or glamorous. You see all these guys on Instagram that they're rented Lambos and their Airbnb mansions that they're in, filming their content, and it's all fake. It's all smoke and mirrors. This is real trading. Real trading a lot of times is hitting base hits, which adds up to a home run over time. If you have systems that are teaching you how to do leverage trading, which is where you're borrowing money to trade, exaggerating your gains and your losses, exposing yourself to increased risk. You have a course that somebody wants to sell you that's $10,000 to learn how to trade their secret system that wins all the time, and thousands a month. Sometimes they're that much. The reality is, a lot of times it's just not going to work out for you. So if you've fallen prey to those things, will be a really a refreshing change. It's something that will give you hope that you can succeed as trading, and maybe restore a little faith in humanity for you, that not everybody out there is a scammy kind of Instagram influencer in the finance space. That some of us are just real people who actually want you to succeed. And you don't even have to take our word for it. You can just do our free boot camp. We got a free boot camp you can do. It takes you about 40 minutes. You'll know what we do. You'll know our main trade. You'll be able to go back through charts and do your own data analysis, your own historical analysis of the charts, and look at if it works. And then we're virtually, we cost next to nothing compared to some of these other systems. $100 to start, and $50 a month if you want our whole system. So about $100, $110 if you get everything, and $50 a month for our entire system. So anyway, I really got off on a tangent there, but let's dig in. We're going to look at Bitcoin today. As you come on, if you want to let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from, that would be great. Good morning. Yes, cold Hollywood, Florida, Mike. Not so cold though. You're used to West Coast cold. Not too bad, probably. Good morning, Josh. Yeah, I know, man. Central Illinois. There's always Florida, dude. We're here. We're not going anywhere. You can always move over here. Matt, welcome. Yeah, I absolutely. And Matt, it's so. Anyway, I always like seeing your messages, seeing you active here. Multiple. Yeah, believe me, dude. Send some of that heat to Florida, man. I wanna warm it up over here. It's too cold for me, man. People, I think they start, busting out winter coats when it hits about 70 degrees in Florida. I mean, I'm waiting until I see somebody in a full, snowsuit out here. It's been in the 40s, which it's brutal for Florida. Florida changes you. I grew up in Delaware, so I'm used to cold. Well, I was, but now after living here in Florida for, oh my gosh, almost 20 years, it just, I can't, when I get to, high 60s, I'm absolutely freezing now. It's embarrassing. Okay. Good morning. Another tune in from Central Illinois. It's perfect. It's relative. Everything's relative when it comes to the weather, Mike. I think there'd be some locals there who might disagree with you, but anyway. All right. Well, let's look at Bitcoin here today. What we're going to do, we're going to take a look at a chart called the MA momentum chart. And this chart really helps us get an inside look. Hey, what's up, Jason? Awesome, man. Absolutely. Another rock star here. This is all about the weather right now, man. It's freezing out here. All right. Yeah, it's too cold in the UK. Forget that. Let me share my screen here. And we're going to take a look at this chart. So the one thing I want to show you, if you're a member of iCoinPro, you want to learn about this MA momentum. It's a moving average momentum chart setup. That's what MA stands for. You click on my iCoinPro training, you're going to go down here to Micro Profit System Part 3, and you'll see it right here. It's one of those trainings. It takes about 40 minutes, and you can do it really at any point in the 1 week course. We have after you do that free boot camp that I talked about here, 40 minutes. You can do it right after we jump off of here. You have to get back with whoever introduced you to iCoinPro, shared this video with you, or send an email to support@icoinpro.com. They'll hook you up. Anyway, the 1 week course is pretty quick. You got this section, the Forum 1. Core training teaches you all about Bitcoin and crypto. Part 1, you have 2 modules to learn how to trade. Forum 2, Part 3, 3 modules to learn how to trade. And then you got your chat box. This is our 24/7 running chat box. I was over there just talking in there a second ago. And then you're done. It's a 1 week course. Some people do it in 2 days if they just do it flat out. And then you have our trading portal, which is the bomb diggity. So, but as you're doing that 1 week course, if you want to pop down here and do the MA momentum training, take about 40 minutes. You can do a detour on that real quick. All right, let's take a look at this trading portal here. The trading portal is our software. We created this software from scratch. It's all custom coded. Nobody else has what we have. It's all set to work perfectly with our system. It integrates with Coinbase and Binance, 2 of the major exchanges, and soon possibly to add some others. We are going to take a look at this MA momentum chart. So you want to go up here and click this little down arrow if you're a member of iCoinPro, and you can click MA momentum. All right. So let's take a good look at this chart. All right. For those who are new, we've got these things here, these green and red candles. These show price action, where the price currently is. And we're looking at a 1 day chart right now. So every single candle represents 1 full day of price action, okay? This shaded area is called a Bollinger Band. That shows when things might get a little more volatile or less volatile. Right now, it's starting to squeeze in here, and that means that we could see some heightened volatility coming into these markets. All right, if it breaks out of this, it can get kind of crazy. All right, we also have these lines here. These are the moving averages. This purple, maroon, reddish, yeah, maroon we'll call it, yellow, green, etc. These are moving averages. And in a nutshell, when the price action is primarily trading above all of these moving averages, you can see it here. In particular, when it starts to trade above this light purple moving average, that means we're potentially bullish and almost definitely not in a bear market. And on the flip side, and this, I'll tell you, we were talking last night, if you watched the presentation, Sean Logan was on there, just talking about how he has such insight into these markets and how they move, and watching charts now like he never has before. He's a long-term investor. He still likes to invest. He likes to swing trade, but he uses our system now, and his accuracy is improved unbelievably, dramatically. But, you know, how many people would have liked to have had this chart in the last bear market, which lasted, oh boy, this last bear market lasted 428 days, over a year. All right. And if you would have known this chart, you would have seen we were getting stuck below this light purple moving average, trading underneath of everything, stuck below it again, trading underneath everything, and wouldn't have been kidding yourself that we're going to quickly go back into a bull run, because technically speaking, and again, none of this is investment advice, once we get stuck underneath here, we've got to conquer all of these moving averages again. which a lot of traders use, all right, to buy and sell on, before we can potentially start a bullish trend again. So that's why this chart is so handy. So where are we right now? We are having trouble. Bitcoin just got a little bounce this morning, bounce off of like 92-ish area, 91, 92. I think, let's see how low it actually got to. Got down to, yeah, in the 91 area. Low was 91,750. So now we're getting a relief rally. People are going, okay, whew, thank goodness that's over. But maybe it's not. Maybe we're just starting this downtrend. So now we've lost this moving average here. We've lost the top three. We broke down below it this time. Now we're going to see if this is going to be resistance and we can't get above it. We come back up to retest it. If we can't break above this one here, this light blue moving average, we're potentially in trouble. And so people are going to be watching pretty closely to see if we can sneak back above that. If we can't, then the natural course of action would be to try and test a little bit lower, see if we can find some firm footing. I think the next stop would probably be about 90K below that. And then if we lose 90K, we're coming down and maybe going to start testing these, which right now we're at about 85. So here's what we need to watch. 95K, super important today. Got to reclaim that to potentially start to move back up. If we can't, then 90K, we got to hold on to that. If we can't hold on to that, we could be looking at 85. And right now, could be a while till we see 100K, even if we start marching back up. Or we could be just starting a big giant downtrend, people. We'll just have to see. All right, so we'll take that, step by step. Again, pressure on 90K, losing 90K, putting pressure on 85. Obviously, you can imagine the alts could really suffer. And that's because when Bitcoin's a big bully, for those who are new to this market, once Bitcoin moves just a teeny tiny bit, the altcoins just, the altcoins just implode. And absolutely, Joe, that's what I've been rocking for the past couple days, this dip. I mean, yeah, just trading in and out, printing cash. All right, so that's where we are right now. One thing I do want to look at is see what are the longs and shorts at. So a long is a person who's betting that Bitcoin's going up, usually with leverage, that borrowed, they're borrowing money. It's making it very risky for them. Shorts are people betting Bitcoin's going down, usually with leverage. Again, makes it risky. We creeped up to about 67% here, which is pretty high. We don't get super concerned until we get over 70%, but we're getting close. Okay, so anything can happen now. And what this means when we have 70% plus of people long, we're at 67% right now. That means that we can potentially get what's called a long squeeze. All right, and how that works is, all right, is if the price of Bitcoin just keeps slipping lower and lower and lower, say we can't get above this moving average here, and the price starts to slip lower and lower and lower, and that long number goes over 70% and keeps going and going and going, then we can end up with a mass liquidation event called a squeeze, where all those people who were betting Bitcoin was going up with those risky leveraged positions, all right, they start to get liquidated en masse, and we get a more dramatic drop. We've seen dramatic drops of 30, 40%, 50% when these type of long squeezes set up. So are we there yet? Not quite, but we got to keep a close eye on that, because if we just keep slipping lower price-wise, and these longs keep longing and longing and longing and longing, and we get 70%, 72%, 73%, at a certain point, that twig is going to snap, and it's going to, cause a dramatic move potentially. But again, we're not there yet, but we're getting close, and we need to watch it, very, very closely. Yes, NCT was my buddy coin yesterday. And speaking of that, buddy coins are the coins that we like to trade because they make us the most profit. Our software finds them for you. We just have to look at our buddy coin crawler and software. And we have these things, they're called trackers. They track when coins are dipping, they track when coins are blowing up, and they track when coins are dumping. We have the all-seeing eye of crypto. We know everything that's going on with all the major coins across Binance and Coinbase. We crawl them all. And that's the beauty of it. We don't have to sit here and try to figure out what coin's hot, flipping through millions of things. If you love the iCoinPro trading portal, say something. I mean, I couldn't even imagine trading without this software now at this point. Back in the day, man, I mean, we used to have to go chart by chart looking for trades. You know, we had some rudimentary software, which was amazing, you know, but the portal is like nothing else. It gives us everything that we need. There's a great demo on this YouTube channel of it. And anyway, it's fantastic. So right now, what I'm seeing in our software is ASM. Maybe it's moving really, really well. Okay. We're getting some really good undulations here in these dip trades, 9% recovery, 13%. Yeah. So smaller positions on that, because if you look at the order book, it's like freaking empty. There's like nothing in there. So you want to put low buy orders in, be greedy with your entry on that one. And then, you know, sell once you get your profits. Don't do huge positions on that. NCT is the best. I mean, we are just trading the heck out of that. We are starting to lose volume. So, you know, it's going to probably get a little less dramatic, but boy, it has been a fun ride and could still give some good trades. This morning had a nice 9% trade. So NCT USD is good. And then we're going to flip over here. I actually traded Arrow this morning, which I haven't traded in a long time, on this 1-2 big dip trade here, and rode that for a little bit. It went up about 11%. It went up way higher than where I sold it. But again, whoever knows, right? So I'm going to say Arrow. Those are my three. All right. ASM, NCT, and Arrow. Probably in the order of preference: NCT, ASM, and then Arrow. That's what I got. All right, everybody. Oh, let's see here. We got a couple more things. We'll cover these, and then we're going to wrap up here. Yes, it doesn't matter. I mean, it makes it so much simpler. And then just how we can enter the trades, and it tells us, I mean, if you go in here and you look at your trade in an instant, you get your orders from the exchange. You can click on this, click view calculators, and then you know where you potentially need to buy more. You know what your profit and loss is. You know everything that's going on, you know, with your trades in an instant. So, yep, absolutely fantastic. All right. Hey, Bev, welcome. Trading Portal is an all-in-one tool. So good. About 8 tabs reduced into 1. That is correct. Yes, that should be on the box. 8 tabs reduced into 1. He's referring to tabs on the browser. Anyway, all right. Let's see here. The portal has definitely made it so much easier. My daily setup takes like 5 minutes now instead of an hour. Plus, I don't miss when coins get the spread I want throughout the day. Yeah, that was one of the biggest things, you know, with all the trackers and the software and pushing it right to our smartphone now. Yeah, we used to miss trades. Let's just be honest, because we didn't know they were going on. We weren't even thinking about the coin. No, we don't miss anything. We know everything. So, all right, everybody, that's it. That's all I've got this morning. So again, NCT, ASM, and Arrow are the ones that I think are looking pretty good and pretty fun to trade right now. And again, if you want to learn how to trade these crazy crypto markets, just get back with the person who introduced you to iCoinPro or shared this video with you. Or shoot an email to support@icoinpro.com. They'll hook you up with that free boot camp, and it'll take just 40 minutes of your time. You'll have total certainty that you can do this. You'll be impressed with yourself what you can learn in 40 minutes. And if you like that, you can do our 1-week course. All right. Also, if you want market analysis like this pushed to your inbox or to your smartphone, just follow me on Facebook, x.com, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of the day, and let's see what happens today, how high this bounce goes, and then if we get some more trades here as things keep heading lower and lower, potentially. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens today in these crazy crypto markets. Bye-bye, everybody.